In our last video, we explored vegetables you can plant once and harvest from for years. Plants that return season after season, growing stronger with time. In today's video, we're continuing that idea. We'll be looking at even more vegetables that keep coming back, including perennial greens, tropical survivors, and a few plants that many gardeners don't realize can behave like fruit trees in the right conditions. So settle in and let's keep growing smarter, not harder. Now, before we continue, I want to take a quick moment to welcome anyone who may be new here. If this is your first time visiting Buckeye Bloomstead, I'm so glad you're here. In our previous video, Plant Once, Harvest for Years, Vegetables that Grow Like Fruit Trees, we covered some of the most dependable plants you can grow, vegetables that come back season after season with very little effort. You don't need to watch that one first to enjoy this video. But if this topic speaks to you, I'll have it linked in the description, along with several other Buckeye Bloomstead videos that build on these same ideas and help bring everything together. This channel is all about practical, down-to-earth gardening, growing more food, wasting less effort, and working with nature instead of against it. So if that sounds like your kind of gardening, make sure you're subscribed, and let's keep growing smarter, one plant at a time. Now, let's get back to the garden. Now let's talk about a plant that earns its reputation wherever it grows, moringa, the miracle tree. Often called the miracle tree, moringa is one of the most nutrient-dense food plants on the planet. Once planted, it grows fast, sometimes reaching 10 feet or more in a single season, and it doesn't slow down once established. The leaves are the real treasure here. Tender, mild, and packed with protein, iron, calcium, and vitamins A and C, they can be harvested regularly. And the more you prune moringa, the more it responds with fresh growth. Moringa thrives in heat, tolerates drought, and grows in poor soil where other crops struggle. In warm climates, it behaves like a true perennial. In cooler regions, it can be grown as a container plant and overwintered indoors. This is a plant that feeds people around the world, not because it's delicate, but because it's resilient. Plant it once, and it becomes a living source of nourishment for years to come. One of the reasons moringa has earned the nickname the miracle tree is because of how incredibly versatile and beneficial it appears to be. Once harvested, moringa leaves are often air-dried or gently dehydrated, then ground into a fine green powder. This powder is one of the most common ways moringa is used around the world. It's commonly brewed into teas, blended into smoothies, added to soups and stews, mixed into rice dishes, sauces, or broths. Used in small amounts in breads or flatbreads, fresh moringa leaves can also be cooked much like spinach. Lightly sautéed, steamed, or simmered, they soften quickly and develop a mild, earthy flavor that works well in savory meals. Beyond its culinary uses, moringa has attracted attention because studies have shown it contains a wide range of nutrients and plant compounds, including antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Research has explored moringa for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, as well as its potential role in supporting joint comfort, digestion, and overall wellness. Now, I want to be clear, moringa is not a medicine, and it's not a cure. But for me personally, I use moringa most often as a simple tea, and I've found it helpful for inflammation and the everyday aches and pains associated with arthritis. That's my own experience, and it's one of the reasons this plant has earned a permanent place in my pantry. Now, if you live in an area where growing moringa is not possible, moringa powders and teas are readily available. I will leave a couple of links for a tea and powder for those who can't grow this wonderful plant in your area. Many people around the world use moringa as a dietary supplement, especially in places where access to fresh vegetables can be limited. Because the leaves dry and store so well, moringa allows people to preserve nutrition long after harvest. And that's what makes this plant so remarkable. Moringa doesn't just grow food, it provides nutrition, flexibility, and long-term use, all from a single plant that keeps coming back year after year. As with any new food or supplement, it's always a good idea to start small and consult a healthcare professional if you have specific medical concerns. Next is a plant that brings beauty and flavor together, sorrel, also known as roselle or Jamaican sorrel. Sorrel grows upright with deep green leaves and striking red calyxes that appear late in the season. Those calyxes are used to make the famous tart, ruby-colored drink enjoyed around the world. Once planted, sorrel often reseeds itself easily. Even if the main plant dies back, new plants usually return the following season without effort. The leaves add a lemony brightness to soups and stews, while the calyxes are rich in vitamin C and antioxidants. Sorrel loves sun, tolerates heat, and rewards even minimal care with vibrant color and dependable harvests. Now let's move to a quiet overachiever. Perennial spinach, often called Brazilian or Suriname spinach. Unlike traditional spinach, this plant doesn't bolt and disappear. Once established, it spreads gently across the soil, forming a low-growing, edible ground cover that keeps producing year-round in warm climates. The leaves are thick, slightly crunchy, and hold up beautifully when cooked. They're especially good in stir-fries and soups. This plant loves partial shade and humidity, making it ideal for spots where other greens struggle. Plant it once, harvest regularly, and it simply stays. Some plants thrive in rich, dry garden beds. Others prefer places most vegetables struggle to survive. And the next plant on our list falls squarely into that second category. If you've ever had an area of your garden that stays damp, heavy, or slow to drain, this one might surprise you. Taro is a plant that thrives where others fail. With its large, heart-shaped leaves and deep underground corms, taro loves moisture and even tolerates swampy conditions. Once planted, it builds a strong root system that returns year after year. Harvest what you need, leave small corms behind, and new plants emerge the next season. Taro has fed civilizations for thousands of years, not because it's fragile, but because it's dependable. It's a true perennial root crop that behaves very much like a fruit tree beneath the soil. Quick question before we continue. Which of these vegetables surprised you the most, or which one would you most like to try growing? Let me know in the comments below. Your answers not only help this channel grow, they also help other gardeners discover new plants they might not have considered. And if you're growing something perennial that keeps coming back year after year, I'd love to hear about that too. And here's a simple way to help taro thrive even more. Taro pairs beautifully with lemongrass or turmeric. These plants help deter snails and fungal issues while sharing moisture well. Together, they create a humid microclimate that keeps roots strong and healthy. If you've struggled to grow vegetables in wet areas before, this combination can turn a problem spot into one of your most productive beds. Now, taro shows us how powerful underground crops can be. But what if one plant could feed you above ground and below, while also improving your soil at the same time? That's where the next plant truly stands out. Winged bean might be one of the most underrated food plants you can grow. This vigorous climber produces bright green four-winged pods, but that's just the beginning. The leaves, flowers, pods, and even the roots are all edible and protein-rich. Once established, winged beans fix nitrogen in the soil, improving fertility while feeding you at the same time. They thrive in heat, climb readily, and often reseed themselves. Few plants offer this much food with so little effort. Winged bean already gives a lot, but the right companions make it even better. Plant winged beans near corn or moringa. Corn provides a natural climbing support, while moringa helps create light shade and improves airflow. And since winged beans fix nitrogen in the soil, everything around them benefits. It's one of those combinations where the whole garden gets healthier, not just one plant. Winged bean is generous while it grows, but the next plant takes a very different approach. Instead of rushing to harvest, it waits patiently underground, storing food until you need it. Cassava is survival food disguised as a simple plant. Once planted from cuttings, cassava grows steadily, forming large starchy roots that can remain underground until you're ready to harvest. Leave pieces behind, and new plants sprout the following season. It tolerates drought, poor soil, and heat, making it one of the most reliable long-term crops in challenging conditions. Cassava doesn't rush, it waits, and it feeds you when you need it. Cassava may look simple, but it plays well with others. Interplant cassava with beans or peanuts. These nitrogen-fixing plants help enrich the soil, reduce weeds, and improve root development. It's an easy way to grow more food in the same space without adding extra work. Cassava reminds us that some of the most dependable crops aren't flashy. They work quietly beneath the surface, and the next plant does exactly that, while also improving the soil around it. Arrowroot is the quiet healer of the garden. Beneath its graceful green leaves lie smooth, white rhizomes that produce a gentle, easily digestible starch used for centuries. Once planted, arrowroot multiplies underground. Harvest some, leave the rest, and it returns season after season. It thrives in shade and humidity and helps loosen compacted soil, improving conditions for other plants nearby. This is a plant that feeds both the gardener and the garden. Arrowroot thrives when it's not alone. Growing it near ginger or turmeric helps maintain consistent soil moisture and reduces the risk of root rot. These plants also improve soil structure together, making it easier for future crops to establish. This is a great combination for shaded or hard-to-grow areas. Arrowroot supports the garden from below. Now let's move back above ground, to a climbing green that thrives when the heat is on and other leafy vegetables fade away. Indian spinach, also known as basella, is another climbing green that thrives where others struggle. Its thick, glossy leaves stay tender even in intense heat. Once established, it produces continuously, climbing fences, trellises, and garden supports with ease. The more you harvest, the more it grows. And when it flowers, it attracts pollinators, adding life to the garden. Plant it once, give it something to climb, and it keeps feeding you. Indian spinach benefits from a little partnership too. Try growing it alongside sweet potatoes or okra. These plants help shade the soil, retain moisture, and create a supportive growing environment during hot weather. The result is healthier vines and longer harvests. So far, we've talked about plants that return year after year, but the next one changes the scale entirely. This is a plant that doesn't just come back, it multiplies. Most people think of bamboo as ornamental, but edible varieties produce tender shoots every year. Once bamboo is established, its underground rhizomes send up new shoots season after season. Harvesting those shoots actually helps manage growth. Prepared properly, bamboo shoots are crisp, mild, and incredibly versatile in cooking. This is a true plant once, harvest forever food source, just one that needs thoughtful placement. And finally, we come to a plant that many gardeners consider a cornerstone of long-term food security. One that grows like a small tree, produces endlessly, and refuses to quit. Chaya, also known as tree spinach. Chaya grows like a small tree, producing broad, glossy leaves that are incredibly rich in nutrients. Once planted, it can live for many years, even decades. It thrives in heat, tolerates drought, and grows in poor soil. Simply snap a branch, plant it, and it roots. The leaves must be cooked before eating, but once prepared, they become a tender, earthy green perfect for stews and sautés. Chaya isn't just a vegetable, it's food security. As you've seen, some of the most powerful food plants in the world aren't the ones we plant every spring. They're the ones that settle in quietly, build strong roots, and return year after year with very little effort. These vegetables don't just grow food, they build resilience. They enrich the soil, reduce the work we have to do, and help create gardens that feel less like chores and more like living systems that take care of us in return. Here at Buckeye Bloomstead, that's what we're all about. Growing smarter, using what nature already gives us, and building gardens that last. If you found this video helpful, inspiring, or even just reassuring, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up. It really does help this video reach more gardeners who are looking for the same kind of practical, low-stress growing ideas. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Buckeye Bloomstead and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. We share content like this regularly, from long-term gardening strategies to simple budget-friendly tips that help you grow more food with less effort. You'll also find the first video in this series, along with other related Buckeye Bloomstead videos, linked in the description to help you continue learning at your own pace. Thanks so much for spending part of your day here with me. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and remember, the best gardens aren't the ones that demand the most work. They're the ones that keep giving back.